Hello, everybody. Amanda Bass here, Diaries of a Warrior Mom. I wanted to hop on here and let y'all know that I have one awesome Bible to review with you today. I had a friend who got a Bible recovered on Etsy by Herd Leather Co. But she let me know I didn't have one that needed recovering, and I was telling her I'd love to try them, but I don't have one that needs recovering. Now, mind you, I did not realize that they will, if you tell them what translation, they will basically get it, and you pick out your leather, you pick out your translation, and this is their card. I will link their Etsy store below, and let me tell you, they have been so nice. I love leather Bibles, y'all. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a sucker for leather, and I am a sucker for leather Bibles. This is an ESV leather Bible, and I could not choose between the leather, y'all, okay? I could not choose between the leather. I told them to pick, and I cannot remember for the life of me which one they picked. Let me check. I went between several different colors. I went between, we went back and forth between a worn saddle, and then they have, I'm looking right now, a caramel rage, which is, I believe, what this one is, a worn saddle, and an English tan. And you will have to go on there to see. It is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. These Bibles that they do are gorgeous. And when I tell you that it is smooth as butter, y'all, I have held the most expensive Bibles you could know, okay? I've held your $300, $400 Bibles with very buttery leather, okay? And those are amazing. I'm not discrediting those at all, because, in fact, some of my favorite Bibles are those Bibles, okay? But this Bible right here is a very raw leather, it reminds me back in the cowboy days of raw leather that is just so beautiful, okay? Absolutely beautiful. It's handmade. This is a type of paper. It almost feels not quite cardstock, but then close to it. But it is absolutely amazing. And these are your blank pages. This is what it's supposed to be like. Don't try to pull those apart. This is an ESV translation. This is your presentation page. And like I said, look at this. And it just wears so beautifully, y'all. This, I've gotten it. It came in today, and I have messed around with it to kind of rough it up a little bit. I love my leather to look worn and to wear it down. This is their symbol. I think it's beautiful. It's stamped in. Now, they have options that you can get things stamped into the front, to the binding. I did not get that, but you can. And look, these are thin lines. They specialize in thin lines. At least the ones that they carry are thin lines, okay? You can send them. I would venture to bet that you could send them whichever Bible is yours that you wanted recovered, and they would recover it for you. I'm on my iPad right now looking at the colors that they offer. And they offer an old Bible recover. They offer ESV Thinline, NASB Thinline, NIV Thinline, and CSB Thinline. Natural Veg Tan, English Tan Harvest, Worn Saddle, Autumn Harvest, Olive Pueblo, Black Harvest, Buck Brown, and Crazy Horse. The ones that I struggled with choosing were because they were so beautiful, y'all. Their Bibles are so beautiful looking, okay? Now, I've seen them do some very thick ones that I've seen that they have repaired, and they look gorgeous. They do have other leather products. And I know that they have journals and preaching journals and belts and keychains and wallets, you name it. But they do specialize in Bibles and rebinding and binding some of the ones that they get. So without further ado, let's get into this one. What I have noticed is that it'll lay fairly flat to be brand new, and the leather to be as thick as it is. It is a thick leather, but don't let it fool you. It is a very pliable, very beautiful leather. To me, it does have a family Bible feel, which I love. It does have the presentation page, the marriages, the births, and then the deaths. Here's your intro. And this is a Crossway Thinline ESV Bible that they have recovered. Now, what I love about Thinlines is that they are great to take with you, especially if you don't have a compact or a personal size one. Now, we'll say that the GSM is not on here. I was looking for that, but I do not have it. It is your typical Bible paper. It is gilt edged with, I don't know if y'all can see that with the light, but it is a gold. I personally love it. It is, like I said, it's handmade. They do this on their own. To me, I find it very beautiful. They are in Tyler, Texas, which I love because I have a lot of friends there. And I'm just fallen in love with their Bibles. Like, I'm going to be ordering some more in different leathers just to be able to share with y'all and also pass down to my kids. But this is going to be your contents: the Old, the New Testament, the books of the Bible in alphabetical order, the preface. It is your typical Bible paper. I would venture to say it is not the thinnest that I have seen and dealt with. It is a very workable. It just came in today, so y'all are seeing me be able to flip these pages pretty easily. They don't stick together super tough. You see that it's laying flat today. In fact, if I did not throw away the package it arrived in, I would show you they do take special accounts to make sure that if it's raining, no water gets in the package. It is incredibly beautiful. This is the explanation of features in this edition. So you will have a cross-reference system. You're going to also have the textual footnotes. You are going to have maps, other explanatory notes. This is the Old Testament. It's very beautiful, very easily workable paper. It is line matched, but it is a white paper. It is line matched. You are going to be able to see through it, okay? Personally, though, I am not having any issues flipping. There's a little stick together, but I mean, I did just get this today. y'all are seeing me open this Bible for the very first time. In fact, I just undid it on live for y'all. Here is your references. Here are your footnotes. I like the references like this and the footnotes like this, especially with the thin line. It makes the font very readable. Let me see if it told us. I don't remember seeing if it said the font size. So let's see here. It did not tell us the font size. We are going to look just to see. I do think that the font size is a very good readable size. I'm in seminary, and I do look for a good font, especially when I'm looking to preach. I need to flip during class, lectures, you name it, read from it. I want a good font that I can do so without. I have bad eyes, y'all can't see, but I got glasses on, and I do wear contacts. But if it's been a hard day, my eyes will get tired, and it's hard to see. This is incredibly good font, even with these, with your references and the footnotes. They're not too small. Let me move it up so y'all can see. That is your references, and here are your footnotes. But as you can see, it's pretty much laying flat. Just takes one little push in the center and it's there. We're at the very beginning of Genesis. Let's go ahead and flip a little further. Let me pull the ribbon out. The ribbon is really nice. Now, I will say this. I have got some very expensive Bibles, okay? I've got your $300 Bibles. I've got your, your $200 Bibles. I've got your $30 Bibles. And this ribbon is actually a very nice ribbon. It's very thick. Well, not very thick, but it is thick. Thicker than some of the $300 Bibles I have. And it is very well made. It's not fraying. I've had some that come in and they're automatically fraying, so I'm very glad about that. This Bible does lay very well. It looks like as it ages, it's gonna age a very beautiful way. Not only the Bible itself, but the paper. It's gonna age very well. The leather is gonna age really well. This is Psalms, which is obviously a beautiful book. You're gonna have some see-through when you get to Psalms, obviously due to the poetry side of things, and it's not the paragraph form. But when you are on like the book of Isaiah, where it's paragraph form, you don't have a lot of show through. I will say that you do not have a ton of show through. It is very easily read. It is very beautiful. This is a Bible that I could see pretty much standing up to life. I mean, you're talking about it being in a very, I'm going to flip to the back so we can see everything we've got. You're talking about it being in a very durable leather. I don't feel afraid to rip a page when I'm trying to get some of the ones. They are stuck together just a little, as to be expected. It's got your weights and measurements. Has your concordance introduction page, okay? It's got, it does have more than 2,400 references. It's got your abbreviations. Here's your concordance, which I find is great. You don't always find it in a thin line. I love having a concordance in a thin line. You do have colored maps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 colored maps in a thin line And y'all, this Bible runs you about $130 if you're getting a brand new one. This was a brand new one. If you are recovering your Bible, it's $90. I believe, let me go ahead and double check, that all of the Bible options, yes, they're all thin line. Doesn't matter the translation. You are getting, and it doesn't matter the type of leather you have. It's $130. Now, if you want to get your Bible rebound in their leather, it's $90. And I personally love that over time this is going to age. This is going to be a beautiful aged leather. It is going to be an amazing testament to time for my kids. You can, I do believe, when you want to add personalization, they can imprint your name, your initials, whatever you want. I believe it might cost extra. Not 100% sure on that. I did not get any personalization. If you do want personalization, you need to say it. If not, you need to say not requested. One of my favorite things about this is how absolutely well put it is. Look at the binding. It is very well made. It is a glued, it is glued down, but there's absolutely no pull up on the front or the back. This is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the way it lays, like I said, it lays so flat. I love that. I don't want to fight with the Bible when I'm using it. I do not want to have to sit around and fight all day to make it lay down. I don't want to say, when I'm in Genesis, I want to be able to flop it over. Get it in Genesis. For an example, let's go to the beginning of Genesis now. When I am in lectures, I don't want to be fighting with my Bible when I'm trying to pay attention to the lectures of my professor during seminary. And to know that this one will lay flat like this is absolutely amazing. It comes with one ribbon. To me, I am so ordering another one. I think they've done an amazing job. I will go ahead and put down in the bottom what translation I got. I'm going to double check to make sure the binding, because I told them to surprise me. And they did that. So I'm going to ask them to double check the color. I believe, though, I'm pretty positive what it is, but I want to make sure. They offer so many colors that I do want to double check. So I'm going to put their link to the Etsy, shop down at the bottom. I do think that this is worn saddle. I could be wrong, but I think this is worn saddle. I'm going to ask them about it, find out to make sure, and then I'm probably going to get some more so I can show y'all all of the colors. The olive Pueblo is a very beautiful green that is actually very neat. The crazy horse, y'all, I want every kind there is, actually. So I might just have to show y'all that. But yes, I would order from them again. I love that it's not too floppy. It weighs a good amount. It's not going to flop over and just, it's not super flimsy. The leather is there, noticeable. It's buttery. It's nice. It's beautiful, but it's sturdy. and you are truly getting an amazing Bible when you purchase from them. So I am very grateful for them. It comes with this card. It comes with this wrapped and tied in a bow around it with the card on it. Very beautiful presentation. Like I said, they are from Tyler, Texas. It is absolutely awesome. I have friends in Tyler, so I'm excited to get back with them about this. I will put their details down at the bottom. Y'all have an amazing day.